Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another counter-side video. Alright, so the end of the Maze event is finally here. This event is really good for a lot of new players, returning players, any players in general. If you are someone that loves the game, either PvP, alright, or you don't care about PvP at all, doesn't matter. This event is something that you do not want to miss at all. And I would argue that this is by far the best event that we've had so far because of the rewards that you get. Alright, what is these rewards are we talking about? If you go to the event shop right now, alright, as you can see in this event shop, you're able to purchase the maze hands, the maze crown, and the maze case. So all these are counter gears, and I can understand that if you don't care about counters specifically, if you're a mech user or if a soldier user, you might be looking out to skip on this. But why would you? Because this is so valuable. Alright, if you guys are not aware, the maze hands, the maze case, and the maze crown, so this is the weapon, this is the armor, this is the accessory, and this will have a fixed anti-ground damage in the middle as a substat, which is really good, number one. Number two is limited of how many you can obtain them. The only other methods to obtain the maze gears in general is from the PvP gauntlet shop, but then it's limited, right? Now in the gauntlet shop, in the regular gear, as you can see, you can purchase 2 of each maze gears if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, only 1 of each maze gears. So 1 maze hands, 1 maze crown, 1 maze case. Of course they are like for soldiers and mechs as well, but the counters one is limited to 1 each. So you can only obtain so much maze gears, and this is by far the best gear in the game right now. Alright, maybe in the future there might be better ones, but if you're looking for offensive gear, by far this is the best gear in the game. So definitely you do not want to miss out a chance. The current event is something that you have to participate. You have to try your best to get all of them. So that should be a priority. There should be some ways for you to obtain from danger close as well, but danger close is going to be a lot harder and it's going to take longer because you can only get limited per every 2 weeks, since the danger close is limited to the every 2-week session. So as you can see, with how valuable the maze gears are and with how scarce it is to obtain them, you do not want to miss out the chance on participating. So I hope that most players, if you have been inactive for a long time, definitely this is something that you don't want to miss out on. Alright, as you can see, it's a bit pricey. Alright, 2,000 to get each of the maze pieces. So maze hands, maze case, but for maze crown you can actually purchase 2. So to obtain all of this, you're gonna need at least 8k. So 2,000, 2,000, and another 4,000 here. So that is a lot of, you know, in terms of the purchase cost, it's extremely a lot. Fortunately, the maze event will be here for 2 more weeks, which is good. Like, actually 27 days is like 1 more month. So definitely that's a good thing. As you can see, I would say put priority in the maze gears for sure. Depending on which one you need more. If you need the armor, this is very good for tanks. The maze case gives anti-ground damage resistance as opposed to anti-ground damage. So anti-ground damage resistance meaning that it's good for tanks. Your tanks will be able to resist ground damage from the enemy. So this one is a very good armor, very good case for tanks, whereas the maze hands and the maze crown is a very good offensive option for your damage dealers. Please try your best to get them. The fusion core, in my opinion, this can be skipped and it only sells 1 for 1,000. Like, it's really overpriced compared to the gears that you're getting. I don't know, like this one looks, it shouldn't be 1,000, like it should be like 500 or something. I don't know, it's just super pricey. And the rest of this you should obtain depending on the priority, but these 3 definitely do not want to miss out on them. So let's talk about farming the event right now. As you can see, the event right now, you're only able to access half of it. Alright, so right now the event act 1, once you completed the normal, then you can access heart, and you can see there's only 1 stage in the heart, right? But if you look at the event part 2, that will be unlocked in 6 more days. 6 days and 10 hours to be precise, right? So that's very unfortunate. So for now, should you farm in the 1-1 heart? And based on my experience doing some calculation and stuff, if you are free to play, my advice is don't bother, maybe wait for the event part 2. Because every single Eternium you're wasting here, right, is equals to full wasted Eternium. Because you're getting so little resources. So this is what I've done in 2 runs. pay attention to the amount of tax that we are getting, which is this one, 28 right here. Alright, on the first run, and on second run I got 29. So definitely you're getting between 28 to 29, which is the event currency. Each of the maze equipments will cost 2k, and if you divide by the 29, you're gonna need to run this at least 68 or 69 times per stage. That is a lot of times. Alright, so usually the event tends to be better in the part 2. So if you can wait for part 2, like I know it's really tempting, you want to get the gears as fast as you can, but I've looked at like the cost to Ethereum ratio, and this one is actually 560 Ethereum. If you look at the hard event, like the past stages, they tend to give about 45 to 40 event currency, whereas right now it's only giving 29 to 20, which is such a bummer. This is for the rubber duck event. They tend to give more event currency. I know you can't compare event to events because they are all different events, but usually this is where the earlier stages of the hard event are usually not worth it. So if you want to get the most out of your Ethereum, the idea is to wait. But then if you can't wait, you know, just keep in mind that you are gonna waste more Ethereum than you should getting this event currency. Personally, if you were a free-to-play player, my advice is just wait for the part 2. It's going to be more efficient for you. But for me, I'm not really a free-to-play, you know, I'm a free-to-play by the way, so I am okay with spending a little bit of buying this with quartz, and I'm okay with getting the maze gears early. So yeah, that's just my advice for the majority of you free-to-plays out there. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Ludmilla post coming shortly. As always, if you haven't subscribed, give this video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.